tonight, ladies and gentlemen, competes in his 15th World Title Contest and comes to the ring the former WBO middleweight and former WBC super middleweight champion of the world, and tonight is the challenger for the title, the warrior, Nigel! Or is it in the blue corner, wearing the tartan trunks and coming from Dublin in Ireland? He has a professional record of 35 contests, 32 wins, 17 by way of KO with 3 losses. He weighed in at 11 stone, 11 and 3/4 pounds, and comes to the ring as the former undefeated WBO middleweight champion and current super middleweight champion of the world, making the 4th defense of his title tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Celtic. The referee, Mr. Reno Rodriguez, will now give his instructions to both boxers.
Well, what can you say? A magnificent entrance by Nigel Benn, the challenger, and of course Steve Collins, the champion. 12 rounds ahead of us now to decide supremacy of the WBO super middleweight division. Well, tactics will have so much to do with this. Will Nigel Benn try and take Collins out early? Will Collins try to match Benn punch for punch in the power stakes? Well, this is about the kind of start one might have expected. And of course, Steve Collins, he beat Eubank's way, and he'll want to beat Benn's way, which is in a punch-up. This might be the toughest night Benn has had since that first epic encounter with Chris Eubank. And Nigel Benn has claimed he overtrained when he lost his title to Malinga, and this time he's cut that training down by almost half. Collins, of course, made his name when he was living in Boston, in the USA as a youngster, and had some very good performances to his name. Well, we've got a punch up here right from the first bell. And of course the big question, and Steve Collins thinks he can, is can he take Benn's power? That's the massive question. He reckons the punches will bounce off. Collins looking altogether the bigger man of the two. Collins winging away with both hands. Completely different tactics, of course, to the night when he won this title. And both these men, of course, need a challenge. They need each other. Oh, good shot by Collins. Right hand straight to the middle. Well, it's inevitable that Collins will take one of these huge punches from Nigel Benn, and the way he handles it, of course, will be the key to the fight. Last few seconds then of this opening round, and Steve Collins might have just done enough to take this first session. Well, that's the end of round one. No love lost there between these two. insults traded at the weigh-in. And I think that Stevie Collins has nicked the opener. But it might not go that far. 31 years of age there you see. Nigel Benn a year older. Kevin Sanders, of course, who took over Nigel Benn's training when Jimmy Tibbs finished, just in time for the McClellan fight. So round two then. Steve Collins in the tartan trunks. It was a big miss there by Collins. He swiped the left hook, missed, and threw himself off balance. Steve Collins, of course, who first fought for a world title way back in 1990 against Mike McCallum in Boston. He lost that one, of course, on points when Mike McCallum was a lot livelier than he is today. He also lost to Reggie Johnson, disappointingly, in a WBA title challenge a couple of years later. And first became WBO middleweight champion when he beat Chris Pyatt on a knockout. Now, of course, defending his WBO super middleweight crown, the 12-stone limit. Both men so keen to win. The action a bit untidy here in the second round. Both men trying to assert some kind of authority on the other. Nice uppercut on the inside there from Benn. Oh, and a big shot there from Benn again, a big right hand catching Steve Collins. I think it caught him, it might just have swiped past his chin. I've got a feeling it missed. Oh, from Daisy. Well, this time Benn throws himself to the floor with a big miss. It doesn't, of course, count for anything, except it gives your opponent a psychological advantage. Well, I think Benn is winning this second round. Yep, I think he landed with just enough punches to win the second. Probably by about as much as Collins won the first. Tight so far. There he is, 32 years of age. Nigel Benn, born in Ilford in East London. And of course, Stevie Collins made such a big name for himself, having beaten Chris Eubank and then defended against him. And there's Frank Bruno. Ringside, of course, Nigel Benn's cheerleader. So here we go then for round three. Lots of misses there by both fighters. So this WBO Super Middleweight Championship really boiling up nicely now. Oh, nice shot there by Benn. Stiff jab out of a crouch. It's worth remembering that Benn has lost only 3 times in 46 fights. So, oh, lovely shot. Good shot there by Benn. And a little right there catching Collins as well.
Come on, Nigel.
Well, once again, Benn cracking Collins with the right. And again, Steve Collins tagged. He's not hurt, he's caught, but he's fine. And of course, Collins always did have a magnificent chin on the floor against Chris Eubank, but he got up to win. Nice left right from Collins. Well, Collins coming back well now. Yes, Collins throwing lots of punches here now. Nigel Benn a bit bewildered by the amounts. Oh, nice defensive work there by Benn, no doubt about that. And he's dangerous like this, Benn. When he can throw one out of the crouch, he's very dangerous. Well, this is just the kind of thing we were hoping for. And it was quite disturbing to see the way Benn marked up against Malinga and others in his career. Will he do the same here? Cracking left hook there by Nigel Benn. It stiffened Collins. Well, so many of Benn's opponents have felt the canvas when punches like that have landed. Collins is still there, but that hurt, I'm telling you. He took it very well. Cracking round, more to come. Lots of Stevie Collins punches have been missing. Great round. And I think both men had their successes in that third session. Level for me, can't separate them. But noticeably, Nigel Benn scoring with the big punches. And one of the ringsiders had just spotted my scorecard and shaking his head vigorously, feeling that Collins won the round. He threw a lot of punches, but so many missed.
Benn.
And that's a wonderful left hook by Nigel Benn. That really did thump against the jaw. So into round 4 then of this real bubbler. And of course both men promoted by Frank Warren. He has the power to make these wonderful matches that are an absolute delight to fight fans around the world. Passions running high here on behalf of both men. Well, if only half the punches have been landing, this would be a tremendous battle. But there's a lot of missing. They need to settle each other down. Oh, nice shot. Good shot by Collins. Nothing fancy by Collins. But good work there, catching Benn again. And then Benn roars back. Benn has got a bit of a lump around the left eye. And tottery on his feet then for a second. And of course, both men will know. The next man the winner will face is Vincenzo Nardiello. Oops, a daisy, what happened there? He missed. Well, he's been knocked down to the floor. The referee says that's no knockdown. His ankle's, he's got a problem with his ankle. Oh, well, he went down very awkwardly there. And he might be given time to recover. That's a real shame. No, he's got a problem. I don't know what's going to happen. Well, right there catching Collins coming in. Collins, though, has the advantage now. Benn is in pain. He's hurt his right ankle. And I remember a fighter falling very badly and breaking his right foot as he went. And he went the full 6-round distance. Got a draw, believe it or not. His name was Tyrone Monaghan. Oops, and Benn's quit. I think he's quit because of the ankle. It's all over. So we have a new, well, no, still champion, Steve Collins. Well, Benn has quit. Benn has quit because of a bad, well, he's got ankle damage. I don't know what's wrong with it. Twisted at the minimum. And it did look misshapen. Yes. So delights then for the Collins supporters. Well, I'd love to see exactly what happened and how it happened. Well, that's a bizarre ending. You can't say much more than that. That was a bizarre ending. And I know what it's like to twist your ankle, having done it twice in the recent past on lousy pavements. Thank you, counsel. And immediately going to plunge that foot into a bucket full of ice. Well, there's the champion, Steve Collins. Well, he's got a fight now with Vincenzo Nardiello on his hands. Anyway, watch this again. He twisted, went down. Oh, and it really did look like he twisted on the ankle. He certainly did, there's no doubt about that. The ankle twisted as Benn missed that punch there. Twists on it like that, well, lost his balance at the same time. Oh, that's a terrible problem.
He definitely hits his ankle. Ankle injury.
But it doesn't matter how it's won. The champion, Steve Collins.
Pascal! Pascal! How much was that bet?
I feel sorry for you. I'll give you 20 quid. I feel sorry for you.
So there he is then, a very proud man, Steve Collins, with the I.WBO Super Middleweight Championship belt. Well, it's all been taken in very good heart, I'm glad to say, by all and sundry around. But obviously terrible disappointment in the Benn corner. There's the ankle. I don't know. Well, you can't legislate for that kind of injury. And that was really getting underway, wasn't it? What a terribly disappointing ending. That came in round 4. Well, he's obviously as disappointed as everyone else. Benn, though, leading the cheers now for Steve Collins. and I had it dead level at the time, although I think Collins was coming on quite strongly in round 4, the round in which it ended.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes, 46 seconds in the 4th round, the referee has stopped the contest. Nigel Benn is unable to continue. The winner and still WBO Super Middleweight Champion, Steve Collins.
So Steve Collins then gets the official recognition